Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Yeah, 50 pips a day, that's what we catching, Joe. You trade and get paid. That's how we living, yo. Trading is the new hustle. Take it to the hood and hustle. You ain't gotta sell drugs no more. Trade for a year, buy you a house. Making money as a team, we don't trade alone. Held a trade for a week, 20K from the phone. You can earn what you learn. We gon' teach you the game. I ain't never gonna compensate. Shipping status is the only way. I know you see us out state to state. We're really out here making waves. Baby, for what's for today. Who ain't here waking up the trade? London Sessions got the biggest banks. Making deals like Shark Tank. We bless the city in Jesus' name. I build a kingdom, I don't want the fame. I want it free, that's why I trade. I'm not a 9-to-5 slave. I broke out the cage. They try to give you just enough to keep your mind trained. So who you put your trust in? I'm repping Jesus' name. 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pay my bills. I got more life. Living my best life. I'm living my best life. Gotta be good to me, so I give them my whole life. 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? 50 pips a day, what's the money trip? Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills. Get my boy Brandon. Links. Nobody touched him. Right off. Easy money. Pay our bills. Basketball could have paid the bills, but we chose the pip route. You feel me?
Hello. How are you guys?
Good morning. Did y'all like?
These are photos of Ayapong.
Did y'all like that song?
Good night.
Oh yeah. Good evening. Good evening. Do y'all? Anybody remember Jay Pips from
Sorry?
IML? I said, did anybody remember Jay Pips from IML?
J Pips.
Yeah, the guy that was singing Jay Pips. Pips pay my bills. They used to make songs about what's that guy's name? Matthew Thayer.
Oh, it was Matthew Pips, not J Pips.
No, it's not. That's the guy that was singing Jay Pips.
Oh, J Pips. Okay, never heard of J Pips.
Okay. Good morning. Happy Saturday.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bridget. Happy Saturday.
Good
It should be like good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, wherever you are in this world, beautiful world.
Yes. Right,
Yes.
right off the script, so I can say it. I think what's that? Florida, he's got it on lock. He's the announcement whenever he comes on. Good morning.
The Florida with the spider phobia, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So we are officially, let me see, make who's on here. Hey, Lee. Okay, make you co-host.
Sorry, hey guys, how are we all doing on this wonderful day?
Awesome.
Fantastic.
I'm officially asking to have the vampire to bit me so I can become a vampire and be up at any time of night and have eternal life. That's what I'm wishing for. You can tell that I've watched too many
Stay away from the Vampire
yeah, one of them vampire movies, Twilight.
Yep, I think they got a new one.
No, they're not gonna have a new one.
All right, guys. Those of you, let's see. Sandra, did you already go? Sandra's on? Yep. No.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
Hey Sandra, did you already repost the quiz?
Not yet.
Not yet. Will it be up after the session or
Yeah.
sometime? Okay. Cool beans. Okay. Okay, so how did everybody do on Friday? Was it a Friday?
Friday, what?
Friday trading.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Was looking at GJ and just like Jay was saying, 50 pips a day will keep the job away. Okay, so like 6 a.m. on Friday yesterday was testing out that software. Was telling you guys about the Market Watch team thing yesterday, the other day. Was playing around with the software to see if I could, get the hang of it. And 44 pips this way, 51 pips this way, and then it was only 20 on this side, but it kept going. Kind of got nervous after the news. That was the news. But trading software is very, very helpful, guys. And I have I'm definitely sold for sure.
I was not actually on. Was that recorded? Because I obviously was not up at that time.
Oh, no. This was not a recording. This was just me trading or whatever, just testing out the software. And so
Which one? Your one?
it's not mine. No, it's just a software. You can either what is it, trade manager and Lee, if you want to tell them about the trade assistant, where they can find that one too.
Guys, yeah, I've actually put everything up on the website in resources and on Start
Okay.
Trading. So access to Trade Assistant and Trade Manager is there with the links.
Excellent.
I think I've still got to put the video up for Trade Manager though, but the link's there. We can get that updated in the video you sent.
Okay, cool beans, cool. I'm sorry, I was stuffing my face. Trying to get my breakfast in. But I'm sorry for the smacking. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys. Did anyone have any questions, first of all? And do we have any brand new people on the call? Or new to trading?
What?
Anyone? No. I mean, I know a few on my team. But
Hey guys, I'm new in the group. I joined here I think Thursday.
okay,
And,
hey. Welcome to
A.
fam. All right.
Yeah, and yesterday I've been going through all the stuff on JIFU and going through all the steps that you're supposed to complete, and I did a lot of like just demo trading on IM with Manny before, and I learned a lot about his strategies and stuff. But I see there's like the sauce and the sauce flow, I think, that you guys are trading here. So my question would be, where should I go to kind of learn what you guys are doing in this group so that I can follow along?
I'll let Lee lead that question, and I'll finish it up. I'll just add whatever. But
Sure,
Lee,
yeah.
you
My
want to
personal advice is if you haven't gone through Manny's base boot camp, the YouTube videos, I would refresh over those again. He's redone
Okay.
his original boot camp series. He's got a couple of videos to add to that, but that's a really good place to start. And then there's also a link I think I mentioned to you. I put on the website now and also in the topics where he's done an Eton intermediate boot camp series where he just goes over basically the smart money theory and how to understand the charts, how to read the market movements, and that's a great ground level. I would keep going over that all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
Trading strategy for myself, I mean, if anybody new coming in, I'm recommending that they usually start with SGT because it's a much more rounding system and it covers every element of trading and it covers all Forex pairs and all indices, and it's very strict entry method and rules, which is a great place to start when trading. But honestly, depending on your experience, I don't know, we've not had a one-to-one or anything yet, depending on how you like to trade, will determine the best way to go. But get that foundation with Manny's boot camps first, and his intermediate series, he's really gone over and above in this intermediate series. The advanced is coming out soon, but there's so much content on the intermediate series that you could get started straight away. How do you like to trade? Do you know sort of what you like to do yet? Are you a scalper, intra, swing trader?
Well, it seems to me like I'm more just I'm pretty busy. I do farming and cows and stuff, so I'm always in and out. So it seems like I've kind of leaned more towards the get in a trade and follow it and then get out.
Okay, there's something here that I've been chatting to a couple of the team members about. It's something that a journey that I went through. So I love trading, so I was on the charts all the time. But I've had a lot of things come up recently where I've not been able to spend as much time on the charts, and I always felt that the lower time frames was easy for me to get in and get out of trades. But actually, what I found is when I didn't have time, being on the 5 minute chart, I was potentially waiting for a setup for 5 minutes after 5 minutes, and that worked into a lot of time watching the chart. So currently, how I'm trading, I'm trading on the hour and 4 hour, and I'll just check once every 4 hours or once every hour. Is there a setup? Yes, no. If there's a setup, then I'll place a pending order, which allows me to just check the charts just 4 times a day. And if the trade is ready, then I'll set a pending order and then I can leave the charts. And that's actually gave me more time than scalping. Now, I don't know what Bridget's input is on that, but that's something that's really helped me. I thought the lower time frames and the quick in and out was the way to do it, but I was always waiting for the setup, and I seem to be watching the charts constantly for that setup and flicking between pairs, where having the freedom just to check at a set time through the day. Yes, I've got it set up. No, I don't. If I do, I drop my pending order and away I go. So that's something to consider.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yes, that is absolutely. I mean, are you a naked trader, or are you okay with the since you're asking indicators, I guess you're okay with them?
Yeah, like I did a lot of followed the smart monics. And
Okay. Excellent.
I'm a little I like both. Like I like where I was wanting to get to is kind of, and I'm still in the learning stages of everything, but I was trying to know what I was doing without relying on any kind of program or any kind of, I wanted to be able to see, okay, this is what the market's going to do without anything on the screen, right? So I like
Smart
both
monics
sides.
is your way through. Carry on, Abe. Sorry, I thought you'd finished, buddy. Carry on.
I was just saying that I kind of like both sides of it, just like Bridget was saying here. I don't know what she was using there for a program when she had her screen up, but I find it very helpful, being able to, like, I found going through, when I finally went through Manny's boot camp series, that's when my head finally started getting the picture of entry zones and all of that. And then combining that with some of the smart monic stuff really helped me succeed. So
Well, the good news is I think you're in the right place for sure, because Lee and SM love to put in they put up a lot of charts, like entry zones that'll definitely help you. I totally understand. You're a farmer, my dad was a farmer, uncles were farmers, and yeah, so I totally understand all of that. Like, y'all are out a lot. So, and it's amazing that you're here this morning. Right, so but yeah, so let's see. I don't know. Am I sharing my screen? I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so like Lee was saying, whether you like to use the scalping method, this was just a 1 minute chart you can do. And I mean, what I do is set alerts so I don't have to sit there. and just on the faster moving pairs. And if you learn how to like if you learn how to manage your trades or use the software to help you, you won't be stuck at the trade charts all day either. So that's another plus. I'm just so excited about that, y'all. Y'all should have seen me yesterday. I was just like, what? So where has this been all my life? It was just, and I had bought it like a year and a half ago. I was so mad at myself. But this is the 1 minute for our entries for this is just a variation of our of one of the strategies where I'm looking at. Well, I'm just tweaking one of my old ones, right? And so this is one that I was just playing around with on Friday. And so GJ, we already know that's a fast moving pair. Or you get a lot of pips whenever it does move. Or let's see, and also with this you can also use it with the higher time frame, same thing. Well, this is for some of you guys that have been, you guys have seen the SGT strategy. And thanks for the plug, Lee. Let's see.
Anytime. Oh, Bridget, while I think I've added the base SGT stuff to the website, so it's there live now. You just have to cast your eyes over it and give me the information that you want added to it. I just need to find the video. Actually, it's in our chat somewhere, isn't it?
Yep, I think it's in the boot camp side. Where Graham had did the other, but yeah. So like, see, even on this hour chart, when it gave us the entry opportunity, it went up about 316 pips, and then on the other side of it, at the order block too, and it was just a perfect entry. I mean, well, it was at an order block too, right there too. So, but anyway, so it went back down. I mean, just these entries are really good. So whether you use it on the 1 minute, and like Lee said, you can once you learn those zones and stuff like that, you can still use the software to confirm your entries. And what I was going to say about all those great markups they put on our channel. You can take the whether it be the SGT strategy or the sauce or for awesome sauce. I forgot the other name. What did I get the name right? Saucy
I
Flow.
think also Saucy Flow is the US 30 gold 1 min scalper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so whenever you see their entries, they're typically on the 1, 2, or 4 hour, but you see if they, I'm pretty giving you a zone in this area. And so all I would have done is they probably would have gotten a few more pips than me just on this higher time frame, but I would have caught the same move all the way down, and it would just it just gives me the confidence. But this, like I said, this is a variation of my of the other strategy. And I'll show you and I'll give this to you guys next week. But that was like a total of 929 pips, and it didn't tell you to get out at all. It was like that's crazy. And so whether it be higher time frame, lower time frame, I mean, I kind of like both. And so like Lee said, it's just according to your personality. Some people don't like that, like the high intensity, but the same confirmations that I look for on the lower time frame are the same confirmations I look for on the higher time frame. And so like, even though you saw that move that went up 300 pips, this was like over 150 pips for that just a couple of hours. And so whenever you're doing that's the only, it's like sometimes you like scalping gets a bad name because you don't get as many pips, but sometimes actually get more pips. Because if I would have got in at the high, either whether here or here, this was only like 140 pips, and you would have been waiting like days, maybe a couple of days for this move to get over here. So but anyway, yeah, I like both strategy. I mean, I like both the long-term entries or the short-term entries, but he definitely told you right about starting with the basics, and that's what we do at our team. We definitely make sure everybody gets that basic Manny foundation, and whatever you decide to do with it after that. I mean, if you can handle Manny's boot camps, you can handle anything. Am I right, y'all?
Okay,
Everything
sure.
else is like easy. He's like, this is nothing. But yeah. So does everyone have this who all has access to the SGT strategy?
I'm sorry if I'm a little bit lost. I'm not sure if I've missed something, but I have, like, what are all these new lines and things?
What
I
do you
think
mean?
I'm
I got
like this,
this is my new this
what
is a
you were
new
just showing,
oh this is the
this
new
indicator,
indicator.
like, okay, so obviously I must have missed something where I don't obviously have
Yeah,
that,
it's just a
so.
fib. It's just my
uh,
it's auto fib. It's just an auto fib. That's it.
no, but I mean, all these, this indicator, like, I just,
Oh, these ones
obviously I must have missed the session on this new
no,
thing, so where can I
no. You
get
did
that?
not. This is something I was working on yesterday. It was just an old, like, if you look at my indicator, like before I was able to get the indicator SGT as an indicator. I've been working on a gazillion like strategies. Like I have a
Okay,
combination of lots of different things. And this was just one that was in the toolbox, and and just I kind of pulled out, and it's a variation of SGT, and it was like one of the beginning ones, and I was just like, oh, this is so clean, and I was liking it, and I was just adding a few things here and there just to confirm that how it worked, and it worked really well. But I'm gonna test it out for about a week, and then I'll release that to you guys next week, hopefully, if
okay.
all else,
Yeah, no, fair enough. I'm just gonna try and schedule the call with you, because I'm just like looking at this like, what is this? I missed something.
no,
Anything?
this is not, no, you haven't missed anything. You're good, you're good. um
I'm really quite excited about this call.
Awesome. I'm excited because this is a new year. Did everyone write their goals? You got goals? Do you guys have goals?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I definitely do. I just have to put it on a piece of paper. I will work on it this weekend, I promise.
Okay, awesome.
Spent 2 hours last night writing it down. I was
You
sick
did?
last weekend. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry you were sick. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, thank you. Excited for all of us for 2024.
Yes,
For sure.
that is awesome. So do you guys have
Sure, for sure. It's such amazing community, for sure.
and everyone does know that the call is postponed until tomorrow at 3.
Sorry, huh?
The launch call is postponed until tomorrow.
Yeah, they changed it to Sunday instead of
Yes.
today. So Bridget, is this sorry, I missed yesterday's session too. So you said earlier this is not something we missed because you're trying to do some testing on this one that you're showing us right now, right? So this is not SGT or is something.
It's like one of the first versions of my SGT. And I just and I was playing around with it yesterday, but yeah, this is a similar entries and just not as much stuff. And so some people get bogged down in the details. And I just wanted to see how a simplified version of it. And actually, guys, honestly, that's actually how I knew I wanted to quit my job. And I was like, wanted to leave. I was like, I just had it was probably like EMA crossover, one, the MACD, and then what is it? Commodities index thing on my phone. And I was out in the field. I was a water laboratory supervisor, and one day I had to actually go out and get samples, some I didn't normally have to do. And I was just wondering, I was like, man, I literally could trade from my phone. It was and granted it was a demo, but man, it was just so easy. So I mean, it was just a lot of money really quick. And it was just and I knew then that I would not be at my job long. And so yes, and so with the Smart Monics version of what Smart Monics, what Manny shows us, it definitely follows what we do in SGT as well as oh no.
Thank you.
Sorry, it was
Well,
Yeah, it does, Bridget, doesn't it? 'Cause especially me, you, Florent, and SM all trade Manny's Smart Monics, basically
Yeah.
education. We trade the charts, and anything that we created is all surrounded around that exact setup. The LBs, the entry
Yep.
zones, the chokes, the triggers, a lot of our strategies, you'll get your entry often after the choke has happened type thing. So it's yeah, it's all based on Smart Monics, Manny's teachings.
Oh, that, yes, we sure did. Okay, I read something wrong. So okay, I thought it was a bad news. Okay. Okay, good news.
So Lee, the Smart Monics of Money, is that the one we had in boot camps? Or there's another set?
No, this right here. Yep. So I did drop it in the chat, guys. The Manny Q Educator private
Oh
that
yeah.
for you guys. Is that what you were referring to that, right, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I've
So
also
this is
added
the
it onto
one
the
that we have
website now.
boot camps? Oh, okay. They are now in the Jipu.
So what's happening is they are on the Market Watch Team VIP website, all of Manny's videos that are currently released, so you can access them there. And Manny will be uploading them to the GFU Live platform in the coming weeks. So everything is going to be moved centralized to all the educators and will be on GFU Live shortly. But at the moment, if you're unsure, just hit one of the team up. We'll be able to locate, send us to where they are.
Yes. And I thought that those are some really, really good questions. And so what I was thinking for this year, I want to see what you guys want. The reason I asked like who is brand new and whatever. So I just wanted to make sure that we don't leave anyone behind. And so what we could do is I want to get some feedback from you to see what you guys want to do on Saturdays and stuff. Do you guys want to go into specific subjects of trading, whether it be Fibonacci, divergence, or just keep going to do a redo? I'm thinking that for now, well, let me get your feedback first. Or would you want to start back over for the boot camps to get the basics again? And I'm okay with either one or adding a small, like a strict 1 hour training once a week about the basics of trading, and just kind of building on that way. If you guys are team builders in here, we have somebody I know that we will have the lives and stuff with the GFU Live, but somebody that you really could actually talk to, converse with when they're going through their basics training. Does that make sense? Am I making sense for like the new
Yes.
people?
Yes, you
So-
are. And in anticipation, Bridget, I think there will be lots of new comers, and the level of the knowledge the strong foundation that we would like to build on the team, right? So I think there will be levels of knowledge that we need to address. The strongest foundation, the better, so that they will not repeat the mistakes we had in the past. So I will suggest that we keep the basic session for all who would like to have a refresher, at the same time to cater for those newcomers or new traders in the community. And if there will be another chance or another time frame for those who would like to level up, maybe we can offer an hour as well. I really like to continue personally the Saturday sessions we were having, because it gives me more confidence on my entries and applying what we learn in the boot camp, especially if we focus on one strategy first. Because to be honest, I never tried a lease strategy yet. So I'm combining them right now. Your SGT and awesome sauce.
Mhm.
So having focus on 1 to 2 strategy, I think it will be better because Lano has his own strategy. Luke has his own strategy as well.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, and then we will have in live right now all the educators. So maybe your SGT strategy, we're gonna focus on Saturdays and Liz as well. That's my
Okay.
suggestion.
Okay, we can do it, like, I know sometimes he has, his, like, football, he's a active dad, so what we could possibly do if he's open to it, we could split the session up. I could do the first part, SGT, and then he could, go into, if he gets in or whatever, he can, do the awesome sauce or something like that. Or what are your thoughts, Lee?
I think so. I mean, the way I like to train, I think, is once I've done the first initial videos of us, and the same with SGT, we can do Q&A sessions, I think, maybe at the weekend, and we can look
Okay.
at trades and stuff that have happened. But I think
Okay.
ideally for me, I would rather add it to the live sessions we do in the week and say this is a source entry that I'm taking to give you a live talk you through. I've done it a couple of times with the gold entries where we've had a live gold entry on the London session and we've talked through the setup and the entry, and I think that's a much better training environment than doing it on a Saturday when we're looking at mastering an indicator, because really, from my point of view, awesome source is all based around smart monics, and really when it comes down to it, you're looking for your zone and then you're just looking for a few key rules to enter the trade. So there wouldn't be a huge amount of content to flesh it out on a Saturday, if you know what I mean. I think for me, I'd like to
I
be able
got
to do it
you.
live.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Now, okay, I got you. I see where you're going with that.
But we could definitely do the training sessions because I haven't done the videos yet, and that might be worth doing like on a Saturday, like you did with SGT. Could definitely do that.
Okay. Well, it sounds like a good plan, but yeah, how many of you guys are in favor of keeping like a rotation of restarting like the basics boot camp and then on on a day, I don't know what day to do, but or a time. Raise of hands or thumbs down. I don't know, whatever. And we got 2.
I'm not
Maybe
sure
put
how
a
to
poll
use
in,
this
put a
chat,
poll
but
in the
I'm
chat.
up, thumbs up for any education, whether it be, I think one of the things I think personally, and I guess we're gonna go over this in, I got it 45 minutes, would be this charting thing. You know, like the going over the charts,
Yeah,
marking
and
up the charts, which will be amazing.
I think what
I
we did on
wanna go
Thursday.
over.
Sorry,
Oh,
Bridget.
go ahead.
I think
No,
I think I've got some delay. Sorry, I keep talking over everybody. It's like 2 seconds, then it doesn't start. I apologize, guys. I think I've got some internet trouble.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I missed that session because of the time frame, right? And it was not recorded because of obviously some people may not be comfortable with, being
Yes.
put on a spot, but which is, fine. But I think that would be like the best thing.
I like what Adam said there. It's similar to how Manny's do it. If we do a heavy training session on something, we could then that's on recorded, and you have the recordings to go back to, and we keep moving on. And but if it does come back that we need to recircle back to, like I don't know, support resistance, PRZ, Fibonacci, like Bridget was saying, we then do another session that may be a little bit more interactive. But I really like the idea of live education. So marking up the charts, having people that are learning marking up the charts with the team, helping you through and helping you see certain areas, or you ask questions as you go. I think that was really valuable the other night. I think that
Absolutely. And like when we had the session with SM and stuff like that, it was absolutely brilliant. And the thing is that, you guys had a session, what was it, yesterday, right? When obviously, I am out of the zone, right? So if you guys don't record it, I miss it. So you know, I think that nobody should be really embarrassed about being put on a spot, because it's all about we are all in the same boat. We are
Yeah.
all in the same boat, so we should
Yep.
be able to just, so what? So if you're wrong and you're put on a spot and you're wrong, then the other people will just learn from you being wrong, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not, we can just, rely on the fact that, if somebody is able to come on the session, well, great. If you're not able to come on the session, too bad for you. We can record it. Well, that's not really quite, right, because
Well,
I can't help that I live on the bloody
there is a
wrong
point
side of the world.
there is a point of not replaying certain things back if people are not comfortable, Maggie. But as we said, we're definitely going to do these at different times of the day so everybody gets the opportunity.
All right, that'd be amazing. Thank you.
100%. We could do this on a Saturdays, which is more accessible to people over your side of the world. So for sure, if people like that, then I'm sure Bridget and we could do that on some Saturdays as well. And I think me and SM said, as well as the markup sessions, we might do that after Bridget's training or after the team's training on a Saturday. So
That'd be
yes,
amazing. I'd appreciate anything.
amazing.
Maybe if you can't make it on a session, there's nothing to stop an individual maybe doing a markup on their own and recording it and then sending it in to either one of the leaders, or we could watch the video, we could learn from it, and you could do it that way as well.
I like that.
Okay.
Let's make a channel, like a folder for that, for the markup recordings or something. That'd be really great. What do you think?
Okay.
Lee?
Yeah, and we hit us up
Sounds
once a
great.
month.
Yeah,
Remember,
sure.
Remember, guys, we are still reasonably small. I mean, we've got quite a large market watch team. We've grown quite fast, but we're still reasonably small, and we're still doing one-to-one. So
Yes.
we reach out, and that's an ideal thing in a one-to-one. Is just we basically over the shoulder watch your markup charts, and we put pressure on you and ask you why you're doing that, what are you looking at, find your next buy sell zone. It really, really helps you see what we're looking at.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's got to be the most critical part of trade, other than mindset and psychology. Is if you're marking the zone up, that is the most critical thing, because that's what you're taking your trades from. So if you get your zones wrong, then you're going to be less successful. So we should focus on it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. Like, like when I say, for example, when, anybody, throws up, just, puts out the charts into the Telegram group, and whether it be like SM or you or whoever, right? So I look at that and I go like, well, how did they come to that conclusion? Or even when like Yuli did a little bit of a markup session, and then SM did the markup session, and there was like no voice at all. And I'm like, well, okay, well, what am I looking at? Why like, you're marking it up, you're thinking whatever you're thinking. Why can't you just think it out loud? Just say it. What are you saying? What are you looking at?
No,
Say
that
it.
is that's a personality.
Just say it,
trait.
damn it. God damn it, say it.
No, don't do that. Okay, so but those are personalities, and so it does take some people a lot of more effort. Is that they're actually in their head. If a person is like more in their head, they're less likely to say what they're thinking. They are filtering. Some people have no filter, and they just say whatever they're thinking. And everybody's not wired like that. So it might be a little bit more effort, but it is beneficial to watch those videos if you'll just pay attention. And like I think Adam might have said, or somebody said on a session when we were talking about this subject, that if you watch it, you might have to watch it several times, but you'll see why they did what they did. If you look at it, that's how I learned, looking at stuff over and over and over again.
Yes,
Yeah, bang on.
yeah,
That's how I
definitely
learned
watch it
Manny.
over and over again. Sorry.
Yeah. I was saying, no, I was just agreeing with you. That's how when Manny did his 2 or 3 hour markup sessions, where he'd just put music on and just watching him work. But I think having a good base knowledge of smart monics and that helps when you're there, because it definitely, if you're quite new to trading and you're watching that, it would be really confusing. But yeah, it's something. It's personality, and it's also we're doing it a lot of the time in time that we're not really potentially looking to want to comment all through the charts, because potentially if we're doing 20, 30 pairs and we're commenting on a lot of the pairs, it does take quite a lot of time. And when I'm in the zone and I'm just fully marking up, I like just to chill, put some music on and just have at it. So, but we will definitely do some specific chef sessions where we do a top-down analysis and talk you through it. We'll add that into the training regime for sure.
Yes.
You could also, because I think watching a video over and over again is essential, because your brain can only take so much information in. You can only write so much down. The next time you watch it, you'll pick another golden nugget up, and then another golden nugget, and another golden nugget. The other thing we could do is the actual chart that we post. You can put so much illustration on that, so you could sort of maybe put a bit more information on with chokes, breaker structures, what fibs you're looking at, and actually depict it on the actual physical chart. So when people open the chart up, there's a bit more information. Not every chart, obviously, because there's a lot to go through, but sort of one or two charts every now and then, or a trade that's been successful, maybe mark up why you took the trade and illustrate the chart a bit more in a bit more detail for people.
Okay, I will definitely do that. I used to do that anyway, and then I tried to clean the charts up. But yeah, I will put back on, because I started putting higher highs on, higher lows on, and the break and what I was looking at,
Yeah.
and I'll start to do that a little bit more. That's a good idea, mate. And then you're right, it gives people an insight into why maybe we've chose that zone or that point.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
that.
pictures paint 1,000 words, and not everyone, but if you could do the odd chart here and there, that helps me so much. Even on my own chart, sometimes just to write it on so it reminds me of, oh yeah, that's why I took that. That's why I did that.
Very true.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I would like to give kudos to Lee and SM for giving us all those markups ahead. It
Yeah.
really helps us.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Thank you very
100.
much.
Any other insight or what you guys would like to see this year? SGT, y'all, are y'all here? Anything?
I took gold trades this week, and to be honest with you, I gained so much. I only,
I
yeah,
saw you. I was like, okay.
I only traded gold this week, and I earned like $5,000.
Okay.
So in few trades, I just implemented the entry models. I didn't do any mapping. So I trained my eyes on those entry models, and it really helped a lot of doing the entries and exits.
Oh, that's awesome. It's all about the entry, though. It is all about the entry. If you don't get the right entry, what the man say? So yes, that is phenomenal. Anyone else have anything that they would like to see this year? I know we have our team goals. We actually have a curriculum, just the basics and the quizzes in the at the milestones. Let me see.
Bridget, are we going to do the homework still?
Yes, you want to start?
Yes, please.
You're never going to get away from homework if you're in the Market Watch team, I'm afraid.
Facts. Yep. You want to go ahead? You want me to do you need to share your screen, or you just gonna say it? EC? I know your name is not EC, but is it Ellen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you want to go first? Or did you want to share? You don't have to share if you don't want to, but
Yeah, I'm in phone right now, and my voice is like I'm having asthma, so please, I will pass on today.
okay. And this is the homework from the Thursday session, is that right? Or are you talking about another homework there? I'll give out a lot of homework.
I didn't do my homework this Thursday because I'm not feeling well.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, let's see. Well, one of the homework things was to, Lorna said, I like the idea of marking up charts. That's awesome. Okay, so we have a bunch of that. And so me and the team will get together and figure out, like, really flesh it out. And we'll just we'll let you guys know I mean, just make sure that, you know, we have something structured and what days we're gonna do what and all that good stuff, if anything changes from what we said today, okay? That sound good, Lee?
Perfect, I think, perfect.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna well, if nobody has anything, well, just so you know, this is, well, obviously, you know, it's January. How many of you guys did vision boards?
Or goals or something along those, goal setting.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Everybody don't call it that. That's true. New Year's resolutions, whatever it is that you call it. Okay, awesome. I know it's more than one person did. Okay.
I'll have it completed by Monday.
Okay. Business good. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, she added the business. Okay, awesome, Adam. Marcelle, Lorna, Sanette, Sadiq, Sandra. Okay.
Everybody's very quiet on this that day,
I
aren't they?
know. What is the deal? Thank you. Okay, great, Sanette. Awesome. Okay, so this is one, you know what, we're gonna, next week, we're gonna make sure we introduce ourselves because this is not supposed to be a stuffy session. Okay, you did, you're multitasking, okay. Did your journal for Manny too, awesome. But yeah, so this is, so you guys will, okay, awesome, Michelle. And Michelle's my cousin. Let's see. Yes, and so yes, so that's good. So if you don't know where you're going, you might be in the same place you were last year. You don't have any, like, if you went to work, if you just had a job and you didn't have like your boss never gave you like he never gave you a job description or of telling you what you're supposed to do at your job. He just says go to work. You know, you knew around about what you wanted, but he wanted you to do, but you didn't really know exactly what he had in mind. Now, if you take your life like that, just that same kind of deal, like I'm just gonna live life, I'm gonna wake up, go to work, whatever, and not really have goals or anything that you can measure, per se. If you don't write it out or have something where it's meant to see if you actually achieved it, you may be in the same place you were last year or last month or last week. Because if your boss came to you after about 4 months and says you're just not doing your work, and you're like, well, yes, I am. And he was like, no, you're not. He hasn't defined the expectations. And so when you have defined expectations of yourself, then you can move towards those expectations. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
So awesome. And so I really I challenge you to, you know, if it's not 10 goals, get three things that you would want for, whether it's your family, your health, your wealth, your business, your family, whatever area of your life or all of the areas. Just get one or two things that you want to be different next year. That's that you know that you're in. So that's the homework for next week. But for now, since no one is want me personally and trade together. Awesome. Oh yeah, oh, that's sweet. But okay, so I'm gonna do just a little markup just to kind of, I know we're about to, I'll just end with this, like how we do the SGT strategy. I don't know if I saved this one yet, so hold on. I'm just gonna show you like the entry on a 5-minute. Yeah, we'll do an entry for a 5-minute and just the steps. And it'll be a more structured approach, meeting next week, but I just kind of wanted to see if there if you guys had anything that you guys wanted to see this year, so we could hopefully incorporate that. So, but thank you guys for your feedback. Those of you that have shared, okay? All right, so right here. So this is the 5, I'm gonna do one really quick on the 5 minute, and then I'll do one on the 1 hour, okay? Same thing. So these are our rules. And so order block or liquidity block, whatever you want to call them, you go ahead and mark that up on your blank chart, and then you can add the strategy. And once you have marked up your zones. And so this, I'll identify this is the PLC line. That's the point of control in the volume bar. It's basically a volume bar where a lot of volume is expected or has been. And so then if you see that the candles are above it, we're looking for buys. Whenever you see it, I know I don't really say this a lot, but whenever you see it going straight through an area, that means obviously consolidation. But like see, when I'm over here, you saw how it was going through it. See, price is clearly under here, so I'm still looking for sales. But you saw when I was over there, that's a really good, I found that was a really good indicator for my consolidation. I mean, I know it's kind of obvious in hindsight, but it's really, sometimes it's a little difficult whenever you're in the thick of things to see where consolidation is. I don't know if that's true for all of you guys, but sometimes that is an issue. But I use the point of control bar to show that, and that's something I recently, I mean, I knew it, but I didn't know it. But so that's just one of the things I've been using to identify definite consolidation. And we already know that when we see the red and the green or everything down below the 30, this blue bar, that's also consolidation. Okay, a bit of consolidation. But yeah, the best thing that I've seen was the point of control bar showing me. So yeah, so that's the point of control bar, the volume bar. This is the primary EMA. You may hear me refer to it as a 400 or the directional trend. And then this is the ATR flip. Technically not an ATR flip until I plug in the right code that Florent fixed up for me, but it is what I'm using for my ATR flip. And so that would be this one, number 9, ATR, the green, and then the red. Those are ATR. And when it flips from red to green or green to red, that is the flip. Alligator mouth, you guys may have heard it from Manny if you guys were in IM. That is when you have the white, I guess mine is white. And so the white bar, the white line above the blue horizontal line. And then if once the red comes above it, that means that the sellers are in control. And if the green is above it, that means the buyers are in control. Okay. And whenever I'm calling it the alligator mouth, it just kind of looks like a little alligator mouth. And so it kind of looks like this. Oh, that's pretty bad, but but you see how that's opening up right there. So that's what many kind of coined the alligator mouth. And so then you have, and also you can also see that same look on the whenever I say the clouds, these are the EMA clouds that and when I say I may refer to it in like a verbal training that the clouds are opening up. It kind of looks like an alligator as well, and that's a really good entry opportunity. So whenever you start to see that, that definitely shows that. And then let's see the bear and bull signal. So those little circles, that's the bear and bull signal. I don't know if can you see those guys, the circles?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and then you have the triangles, and so sometimes they're green, sometimes they're red, and so those are where is that? Number 7, triangle signal. And then we have, let's see, MACD. Then we have the MACD crossover. Now, if you have there, I'll give you guys 2 options for the MACD flip. And so you can use the regular MACD 4C. I usually use that one for to actually enter my my alerts on for the MACD, because if you use the Rigel, if I'm saying this correctly, MACD, you're going to have to enter two alerts per pair per time frame, if you got multiple time frames. So that's why I opt to use the other one, because it's essentially the same one. Okay. So that's the MACD cross alert. Then you have primary trend, EMA. Let's see, that's that. I already told you about the primary trend. Oh yeah, and then the table. So those are just the time frames, like overall, as far as where my my directional bias for each time frame for the based on the EMA settings. Those are that's what it's going to show. And I don't really, okay, I won't, let's see. And then, okay, so you do also, one other element from Smartmonics you need to know is the choke, or the change of character. That's what that stands for. So whenever you have a direction, a trend going in a certain, a pair going in a certain direction, trending up or down, and then it changes directions, that means it's changed characters, directions, directional bias, or like the bias is going up here, and then it starts to go down because it's this right here is lower than this. So we have a choke coming here. So I will start looking for sales. Is anything on this chart that you guys are kind of like, well, what is that? I always wonder what, oh, then I forgot to tell you this. This is the divergence. I have 2 elements that show you divergence on the charts, and it's these little, like, you'll see numbers. It'll be towards wherever, it'll be 2 of them, like a buy and a sell area, typically, no matter where you are on the chart. So if I exit here and come to the end, I should see the last 2 divergence areas of divergence. And so it'll obviously this is the end of Friday, so market shut down today. But yeah, you'll see that's an area where, and all it means is that this indicator found at least one area for divergence on this time frame. Okay, and in 3 in this direction. And if you zoom in, you can see where they're talking about. And I think depending on how you have your settings, it'll show you hidden divergence versus regular divergence. And same here on the MACD, because we know that a lot of people use the MACD for showing divergence. And so the MACD also will show you hidden and regular divergence. Okay. Does anyone have any questions?
Hey Bridget, I'm used to trading on pivots. So
Okay. Oh, great. You're gonna love the announcements for tomorrow.
okay. So like this well, what was that one you call MSG? Is that what you were
The MACD?
the other one Lee was talking about, like like how on pivots, whenever you had these like the harmonics scanner or whatever, that would all be included on pivots. But with this trading view, how do you get it on trading view?
The harmonic scanner? Get what? I'm so sorry. Do you mind
So
repeating that? It's me, it's not you, it's me.
it's probably me, but the MS, you guys call it the MSG strategy, or am I I
Oh,
probably
the
have the
SGT, I think it's SGT. I got you now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
the
SGT. Okay. Yeah, this is a SGT indicator. Yeah, I just send me your Telegram name, and typically it's up here. If you didn't know, it's right there. Whatever your Telegram is.
Trading view profile name, Bridget. You said Telegram, just to make sure it's clear.
Sorry, it's yeah. That's thank you, Lee. Thank you. SGT.
Okay,
I was
so
like MSG.
it be up there.
I'm sorry. All right, cool beans. Just drop that in the chat and I will give you access to it. And but yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Okay, so all right, so now that you know all the elements on here, I can so I'm looking for anything that turns from green to red, that gives me an indication that it is selling. And anything that turns from red to green, that means it's indicating buying. And there's three over the last couple of weeks, we've added like a couple of things to look for, three different alerts that you could actually add. Karen, thanks to Karen, she asked for it. But this is the original. So when the MACD closes, you don't want to use it whenever it's first opening up. And the only reason I'm going a little bit longer, guys, is because the other meeting was canceled. And feel free if you have to go, I totally understand. But I was just going to go over the strategy, just to kind of finish up. But don't use, you'll see the arrow pop up, but you don't want to enter right away. You want to let it close and let that yep. Yeah, so we'll talk about that. That's definitely something we'll discuss, Ellen. But yeah, so east, right here, the MACD crosses over, goes from red to green, and so this will be where we would put our alert. But so once it closed above it, I would start to look for entry opportunities. And so what I would do is I would take my little checklist after I've already drawn up my zones. And sometimes what you guys can do is take those markups that the guys have entered on the charts and see if you can find an SGT entry or maybe even a saucy flow entry. And so that's that, because they've already given you the zone. You can obviously look for the entry model as well. But if you wanted to have extra confirmation, if you're still struggling with that, this is a really easy, good way to, kind of boost your confidence to enter the trade. But like I said, that's one entry. And so for the MACD, and I'm gonna leave that purple. And then I have the ATR flip that Karen asked for an alert for. So you have the ATR flip because that's pretty critical. And then you also have the last confirmation that we like to do is the triangle. If that's there, sometimes it won't be there, so that's okay, but that's okay. But for the most part, that's one of the, that gives you a really good entry. For the most part, let's see. I was trying to change the color. Okay, so we'll do that blue. All right, so when all of those have done, this was going down. I probably would not have taken this. Just looking at it at a glance for several reasons. Obviously, it's the end of the day. That's one reason I wouldn't have taken it. But if I was just looking for a couple of pips, 5 or 6 pips, yeah, I would only be looking to take it not very far. But this is a 5-minute chart. After this went off, after the alert, and I also, Sandra, she actually found an alert for this one. Sandra, do you remember what that was? What the name of it was? What you're looking for on the alert? She said she was multitasking, maybe she's busy. Okay,
Um,
so,
it's the SGT long and the SGT short for the cell.
okay, cool beans, cool beans. So this wouldn't be worth, like just, thank you so much. And so you could, this one is, like she said, the SGT long, if you were actually trying to add an alert on here, you would go here and you will see SGT. Is it long alert? That's like that. Oh, okay, long and then short alert. Is that right? I have not tested those out, but she said that she was looking at those
Yeah, yes. Sorry, I'm have gel all over my hands. So, but yes.
Okay, so long alert, short alert for the arrow. And then if you obviously we know how to do the MACD, that's the zero line plot. And you have, but it's in the training, so that one, but then these two are new. So the ATR flip, that one is the SGT and up. I mean, I just do the trend change, so I only have to do one. So you can do the trend up, upward trend to downward trend, or downward trend to upward trend, but I just use trend change for the for this one. Okay. So but yeah, so those are the three ways that you can have alerts on your channel, and I'll add those to the newer version of when I do another, maybe I do another training with the team. But yeah, so that's how I would look to get in. But the only way I would get in is if I had if this was at an order block, especially on such a small little time zone time frame. And so but yeah, so you could definitely tell that it was going up. And if I were to do the replay, the point of control bar probably would have gave me that extra confirmation to take it up. But like I said, this isn't one that I would actually promote. But see, it's the point of control is below price, or price is above it. So this is where I'm looking. I'm looking for a buy. I'm okay with the EMA not being under the price. And so that's another good thing about the point of control bar. Let's see. So yeah, you could take it. It would have given you, I think it was like 13 pips, but the risk to reward kind of sucks. So that was yeah. But that's how you would look for like a really quick scalp. Let me see what else. So, but whenever, let's see, another trade idea. So, all right, so I see my order block over here. I draw my order. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through this really quick since I've shown you on all the elements. And so this is what I would do. I wouldn't have anything on my charts. I would just I would either take this one or this one, probably this one. Okay, what happened? Okay. All right, so that's my little zone, my little baby zone. Or you can use this zone right here, or this one right here might have been better. The little baby decisional one right here. So remember, this is a 5-minute chart. They look much better on the 15-minute one. All right. Let's see. So yeah, so I have one, and then actually price came up and kind of bounced off of that. But anyway, either whether you use the extreme or the little baby decisional one, I hate to call it that, but I give things weird names here. But yeah, so we got the order block. If we actually hid indicators. So you could do that, draw up your little zone, or, you know, start off with a fresh chart, then add SGT to it. But either way, you could also go up to a 15-minute time frame. That's better, actually. So then I would drop down to back to my 5, and I have my order block or my liquidity block. Then I would go back down to my 5-minute, add my indicators back, and I'm looking for my point of control. And so this is price happen, you know, this is I'm gonna try to show you like where price, and I'm watching right here. So a lot of times you're like, well, how do I know I need to go ahead and get in, or how can I know before something happens? Where prices come, just like, you know, Manny or, you know, the guys tell you like, hey, this is a good, you know, liquidity block. Once you find that zone, you're kind of looking to see if because we're looking for a sale in this zone, we're going to try to see if everything else can line up with it. Does that make sense, guys? Trend changes for ATR, yes. Ellen, but then, so I'm looking for, but everything is still pushing up. It's green, green, everything's green. So I'm waiting for, you know, that type 1 or type 2 model, or you know, ATR, I mean not ATR, but lower time frame flip or whatever. So, but if I'm gonna use the strategy to confirm my entry, I got my order block, price is entered, it hit the 50% zone, and then I'm looking to line up everything else. So the ATR is still saying I'm looking for buys. So if I, you know, bring this down, press play. All right. So the ATR has given me an alert. So what I would do is I would drop my line there. And also after that, my ATR, what two things have happened. My ATR gave me an entry, at the end of that candle, it gave me the ATR flip. It went from green to red. So that's one, but also at the same time, it gave me that triangle. So when I have both of them telling me the same thing, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, you know. And now, even though my POC is not was not cooperating at first, you know, my POC at first, when it was up here, it was not, price was above it, but now the price is below, it closed below my POC, and it closed below my EMA. You see that? So I have 3 confirmations. So I would probably have taken this preemptively before my ATR, before my MACD flip. I would have, because I would have had my alert set for here. You don't have to do this for a whole bunch of pairs. You just need, what did that guy say, 50 pips to change your life, to you know, keep the dive away. And so right here is where I could enter right there, that candle. So I would look for my take profits. I would probably do a TP1 here, TP2 round about here. All right. But, you know, at least trying to go to TP1, or well, actually TP1 here, then TP2, and then that be TP3. Just to start on the lower time frame. There's more to get. But anyway, so I'm just looking, and so but the third but the I'm sorry, the MACD actually gave me the second confirmation. So you could actually enter at the top of this candle or at the bottom of this at the MACD entry. So it could be here. So it will be like 5 minutes later, you got another confirmation. So this is a really strong opportunity to take it down, but I'm just going to move these out of the way so we can see what happened. I don't know, it might, say no, might reverse on me, but let's see what happened. Oh, and my stop loss would be up here at the ATR. I'll make this go a little bit faster. All right, TP1 hit. Let's see if we can get this TP2 before it pulls back up. So you move your stop in the profit, take some at TP1, you want to take some maybe take a partial. Let's see if we can get this TP2. Come on. All right, so it's getting a little dangerous, like prices pulling back, but we got the re-entry right there. So that's actually another entry, but we'll talk about that another day, stacking. Oh, hold on. Well, we got TP2 and we are almost to I'm sorry, we're almost to TP2. So we got all the way down to we got to TP1 and then TP2. So let's see how much money not money, but how many pips that could have been. We'll look at the first one. Let's see right here. At the first TP, that would have been 17 pips. But where we left off on Friday would have been 45 pips. Does anyone have any questions of how I decided that it was a good entry? We could have gotten 2 entries right side by side. Does it make sense how and why I chose that one? Or you could have, did it at the end of the next candle.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay. Is anyone lost? Thank you.
No.
Either they're lost or asleep. Awesome. Okay. But yeah, awesome. Anita. All right. So that's how I was looking at getting in the what was it? I'll do GJ on a slightly higher time frame. Well, I already showed you. Well, I did show you on so that was one of my strategy. So let me see. Did it do the same entries on the 1 minute? Yeah. Yep, same entry. So yeah. So similar entries, just a couple of pips quicker on the SGT one. So here it's just the same thing. So let me clear this off. Our time frame. Okay. That's not your, it's probably one back to the back, a little bit higher time frame. Yeah, it was okay. The daily. Okay, so let's look at here. So we had this order block. Do y'all see the order block without me having to delete it? Or can y'all see where the order block for this this entry right here that I'm looking for? Yeah, what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So so my alert has gone off for the ATR flip. This is the 1 hour time frame. And then also what happened, what's really good is the ATR flip alert went off at the same time. So we had a MACD and the ATR flip and the circle. that was also a confirmation that happened all at the same time. So I know this is going to be a fire entry. So I looked at that. I was like, yep. And so and the other thing I did not do, and I do it unconsciously, and I apologize. And that's another thing that Lee was saying, that sometimes you unconsciously do things and you just kind of see it. Like I didn't take the time to mark up the zone. So, but I did see that this is an order block. But yeah, so the trend line break, like price broke above it. And so that's what I mean by the trend line break. But yeah, so right here, but then my arrow didn't, the alert for the arrow didn't happen until like later, a couple of hours later, which is fine. And especially right here, because it's a little bit scary to get into a trade before you had a choke at an order block, as well as the EMA price is still below the EMA. So I would, be cautious or drop down to a lower time frame to see those the lower time flips or the lower time entries on if you're on a higher time frame. So that's how I deal with that. And so whether I entered here or up here after the choke is fine. But I would have like really, really strong confirmations to tell me that, this is possibly going up. So when I do the replay, just show you, it's really simple. The new thing is gonna be even more simple, guys. Well, I know this don't sound simple, but it's gonna be super simple. But okay, so the alert hasn't come off yet, but we're about to get an alert. You still in the sell zone. There's not a ATR flip, but I'm gonna top this down to 1 and press play. There we go. So we got the buy. So everything's lining up except for the EMA. So this would have been a really great entry on this 1 hour. And this, Leah, am I wrong by saying that this probably would have been one of you guys' zones?
Yeah, it looks like it without doing any fib work, but just looking at that, it's not been mitigated. I bet it's a nice fib extension. It's the bottom of the discount zone.
Absolutely. And so we just gotta change, and we're about to get another, let's see if it goes above here. And what I do, whenever it gets into a zone where I'm wondering if it's gonna keep pulling back, you can have multiple screens up, but I'm looking at it over here on the time frame and I'm still seeing that it's going up, and it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do, gave me another choke. Not choke, but this at this point is a break of structure, but now it's just doing a little pullback. But I will go up to a higher time frame to see if it's really strong. The MACD is really strong, and so yep, to see if I wanted to stay in the trade. But I would just be careful. Just when you start to see price like kind of consolidating, it's creating a flag where it's, just on a pullback. And now it's giving me a choke. So I may have gotten out if I was just looking at this time frame right here. But how many pips is that? $466 pips just right here. Or even if you lost some pips by just going back right here, look at that. It's 390. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna take it up to, I'm gonna go back to just about right there. And I'm gonna take it to the 4 hour. So you can see the MACD. MACD volume is super strong. Well, still strong. It's not super strong, but it is strong. And still everything's showing me it's gonna go up. So if I press play, I don't even get a flip. It just keeps going up. So that told me to, hey, you're gonna get some more pips, and you're probably gonna come all the way up here to this zone. 600 and darn, I should pick price that's already like not happened yet, like way back in the back. So right here, you gotten 642 pips just off of this one and a 1 hour and 4 look. Does that make sense, guys? Or is anybody confused about how I'm looking at the market? And if you are, I totally understand this. I mean, it's not, it's just, it is a strategy. So you want to see what I'm talking about. Now I'll take questions if you have any.
I like the ATR that you can really follow that gives strong confirmation to stay in the market, especially when you are comparing the lower and the higher time frames. That's like amazing.
I agree. That's very true.
Mhm.
And it kind of adds a little bit even more strength to the MACD that we look at for that as well.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Lee, do you have any questions, or you probably already know. It's like, what am I asking?
Me, I'm all good.
Okay. I was just hoping you would just say something. So I'm out talk down. I know you used all my 15,000 words this morning. Okay. Anyone else with any questions or stacking? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll just do a quick little thing with the stacking. I'm gonna move this. And you see the 4 hour didn't give you another re-entry. The 1 hour, how many entries could we have gotten with the 1 hour? Trend line break. I won't go through all the, the confirmations, but you got 200 extra little pips. You got so that's 200, 202, 750, 577. And then let's drop down to 30, see if there's another one. You could have gotten a little bit earlier entry. Let's see. Nope, same one. Okay, so just a tiny bit, it will just be a little bit earlier entry. Tighter stop loss. Oh, that's another thing, guys. I do drop down sometimes with the exception of when you're already down really low. And if it's a wicky pair, like a pair that likes to, wick you in and out, like just go for stop hunts all the time. With the exception of that, I like to drop down to a lower time frame to get a tighter stop loss, because remember, we use the ATR for double duty. We use it for the entry opportunity, but also we use it for our stop, for our stop loss. So if the stop loss was here for that, I would look on the 30-minute to see how much more tighter. So instead of 84 pips on the hour, I could bring it down to 50. And if I wanted to drop it down to 15 more minutes, as long as it's not one of those really crazy pairs, I'll drop it down to maybe 15 minutes and get an even tighter entry. I don't know. But the beautiful thing about this is if you're using that software, it'll trail your stop loss with the ATR if you want it to. So you can say I wanted to trail the 15-minute stop loss if you're doing like a lower time trade. Pretty cool. But so it went from 80 to 50 to 28 pips, just like that from that hour. Okay. So the hour and then more stacks, you'd have got an entry right here. Just a tiny bit earlier. This is how you can stack. This is the 30. And then you got the 15. Oh, did I miss anything? Oh, shoot. Hold on. Nope, no more entries. Let's see. 15. I got one more down here. And stop me, you know, if you need, if you want me to explain anything. 464. Super tight stop loss on the 15-minute. It did pull back some, so if you were trailing, you might have got knocked out of that one. If you weren't looking at the higher time frame or whatever. Like I was just trying to show you guys. But that was yeah, that was the 15-minute. That one, and then you got another possible entry, but I would be careful on this one only because I know that this is a pullback, and I wouldn't know if it's about to be finished yet, if that makes sense. So maybe be a little bit generous. You probably would have gotten taken out of this one, to be honest, at this one because it's pulling back. So any counter trend or something close to a counter trend, make sure that you may want to make sure if you that you have that realignment back into the order flow, if that makes because right here you didn't really have that yet, and so it will be up here. So you just this one probably just wasn't ready. So this one right here would you'd have had to charge to the game, but this one would have been a fail, but because it pulled all the way back. Wait a minute. Yeah, so it pulled back into your stop loss. Does that make sense, guys? But that's okay. We don't stress about so this one you would have lost. But so that one, but then there's another trade. So getting those reversals are so key. That's why we go to the trouble of looking up those we go to the trouble of looking for the order blocks because we want to know if it's at a reversal zone, like a full-blown 5-wave reversal, or if it's on a pullback, if it's on a third wave, a second wave, or whatever. So whenever you get the really good reversal zones, oh my goodness. And on the 5, it's gonna blow your mind how many. I'm not even gonna bother to mark up all the 5s. I'll just do 1 or 2. I'll just do this one, and you got another one right here, but I'm not even gonna mark it up. Well, I'll just mark like maybe 2 of them up. And when it starts to pull back on the 5, just be careful. But you can do counter trend moves, but you have to be a little bit more experienced with order flow with that. So you could have got a double entry. I think that was the 15 and the 5. I'm just gonna put it over here. And you get one here as well as here. This one might have got you back at break even. But if you had trailing stop loss, if you were in like if you had software to help you trail as you're getting pips, you actually would not lose these. But like I said, I think you probably would have lost this one only because it was about 40 pips, depending on how your trailing software works and where you got your break even. You could have won this one, but it just depends on how you're managing your trade. But this is an entry, this is an entry, and this one is an entry. And like I said, if you have your software or you've ace like managing your trades, these will be entries too. So forgot about that one. Boop. But it's a super tight stop loss on this one. We like the lower time frames. But let's see, I won't go down to the 1 minute. That's just too much. and I'm not being exact on my entries. I'm just putting them, I'm dropping them just to answer your question, Ellen. Just so you can, I don't know, is this making sense? Let's see, always close on my entry, okay. And I'm just gonna drop one more, but I'm gonna show you where the other ones could have been. But like I said, those will be more, you'd be more apt to have one, the entire, like, probably you would have only gotten like 140 pips if you were to have use your software to, trail your stop. So all of these entries, well, from here to here would have been just mainly that, but pullback, whenever you see your order flow or your trade pulling back, or okay, I already got one. So whenever you see this little number right here, whenever you're starting to get trends like several touches, so I could tighten this up because it was done on a higher time frame. But once you start seeing one, two, multiple ones, you're in a pullback. So, and then also, if this was active, you would have had your POC to kind of help you as well. So let's just kind of see how many pips could that have been. I'm not gonna let's see. So I'm not going to. Okay, so this one is 694. This started on January 2nd. 694 plus 577 plus 464, 64 and 65. 64 plus 465 plus 381 plus possibly 141 if you manage your trade. And this one right here, I'm not going to count. I'm going to subtract that one, 80-something pips. And then, what was that? 253 plus 225 plus 202. Okay. Oh yeah, subtract. Well, I'm just going to say 85. I forgot what it was. So does that answer your question? Does anyone have any questions about stacking? So from the 2nd of January to the 10th, 7 days or 5 trading days, you could have gotten about 3,000 pips on one pair on this multiple time frames. And we only did the 1 hour. We didn't do the 4 hour or the 8 hour. Are y'all asleep?
Nope, driving. I don't know about everybody else.
Okay. Hello?
Did you guys trade on this one this last week a lot?
I trade. Well, no, we just added GJ to our repertoire, but we got, well, yesterday when I was playing around with this the other strategy, it was about 100 and some pips or whatever.
Have you shared the pairs that you trade with the team? That might be good to know what your favorite pairs are.
Oh, it's kind of, I got most of them from you guys when y'all were showing me like I'm sorry, GAEA. Now we got GJ, EN, EN and GN so far. But I have been looking at some other pairs that kind of give you the maximum moves. So when you got those, you can get, you can use your little chef pairs, and I'm going to call them little, but you can use the chef pairs and still get some good results. But you already know, like, this is the 1 minute, right? And it'll give you essentially the same kind of entry. So you got your little that pullback. You know, it's a baby move, but you got 26 pips and you know, but I just try to use the faster moving pairs just to answer your question, Lee. But I can type them in there. But like I said, I am looking for some other ones, but I just try to, I haven't started with the, you know, the backdoor ones yet, but they do move, you know what I'm saying? So I know they move. And like if you were to do oil, so like here, just on the 1 minute, you can just get some fire moves. But if that's too fast for you, you know, go up to the 5 minute and, you know, wait for it to close. I wanted to use what was that indicator that Manny gave us, that Vita or whatever, but it didn't have like the entry thing, and I didn't want to try to figure out how to add a signal thing on there. That's not, like outside of my my computer skills. So yeah, and I saw this one that I had, and so I'm just gonna make that one a little baby indicator. And I think this one is pretty clean. I like the way it, you know, moves. It's good enough for now. And so, but yeah, natural gas and get some like even like the USSR. So it just works on all of them. I think it works on all of them. I haven't found anything it doesn't work on. We'll see. Even like stocks, if you Apple, if that's your thing. Boom. Boom. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all have any questions for me. So
No questions.
no questions. Okay. And Sandra, do you mind if I tell people we're going to be doing a live one when the market opens with that trading software? And
You had a question for me?
yeah. So you mind if I share about the live trading, interactive training with
That's fine.
Okay, well, if you guys are interested, on Sunday, we're gonna do an interactive training. I definitely encourage you to if you decide to use the trading, trailing stuff, the trade manager, software. Sandra's gonna go over it with us. I just found that, whenever, it helps when you're actually doing it, or if you have somebody to ask questions to, if like some of the little bitty things that you might like didn't know to change. But but of course you can definitely figure it out yourself. But in Dennis, he's like super, super responsive. So, if you guys decide to go at it on your own, he'll definitely walk you through it 100%. But I'll just let you guys know that we're gonna do an interactive training. Probably like now, since they're gonna have that training at 3, it'll just be sometime after. Still try to do it at 4:30 EST. So But does anyone else have any questions? I'm more than welcome to join that training. Just inbox us or whatever.
Just a question, honey. After this session finishes, is there another session where we are going to do this live charting thing?
I will let Lee or SM answer that question.
Yeah, I'm not on the charts after this today. I'm looking after my boy, so I might be doing some markups tomorrow, but I'm not sure. So there's nothing planned, I'm afraid, Maggie. Do apologise.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking, am I allowed to go to bed or not?
Yes, you can go to bed. We're not doing anything. I'll try and give you advance notice.
Can I sleep some? Can I sleep or not? And is there this big call that was supposed to happen in what time is it right now? Gosh, I'm way past, all the chickens have gone to bed. It's 11:45. Was that not supposed to be some kind of a big call in about 4 hours? Is it
Yes.
happening, or is it happening not until
Oh, no.
24 hours later?
24 hours later. There you go.
Okay, well, great. I'm
It's
just so confused. I'm like these people. I need to sleep sometimes. Please let me sleep.
Make a schedule, Maggie. You need a schedule. Make sure like next week, that's your homework to create a schedule on the
Well,
things.
I'm trying to schedule these calls, and these calls are way past my chickens have gone to bed way before.
Yeah.
And I mean, then that's all good, but you know, like if you know, the thing is, I don't want to miss anything, and I mean, this one is going to obviously be recorded, but you know that charting session I missed yesterday, was it, I think? And it was not recorded because some people were put on the spot and was just like, oh, no, we can't really, you know, record it. I'm like, come on, you know, everybody can make mistakes, and you know, like I can't. I wanna follow everything I can possibly follow, but come on, I can't be, you know, awake 24 hours a day. I'm trying,
You're
but
doing
it's not working. Put it that way, it's not working. 4
Yeah.
o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
Yes,
not following.
the answer is yes to that. Okay.
And I don't want to miss anything. I love listening to you guys, and I just can't miss anything. And then, you know, then sometimes I'm just watching. I'm watching. I literally feel like fall asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna need you not to do that. Go to bed, Maggie. See you next.
I'm going to bed like right now. It's midnight.
All right. Have a good
Good night,
weekend.
Maggie.
Okay,
All
you
right,
guys, like just please let me know when yeah. Okay.
And I'll follow up with him, Lee, just for just see if he's
No major rush not using it. I just wasn't sure. I had a quick look in my junk. I don't think I've missed it. But
okay.
no major rush. But I like the
Okay.
sound of it, to be honest. I'm really tempted to bin off trade assistant and go with that, especially with the ATR trailing. Sounds quite interesting.
And that higher, they even got a higher high, higher low that'll show your stop loss on. Like you can tell it to say you want the last one or the last, you know, 2 times before the last one. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Keep
just
you based
literally
off cover
watch,
price.
you know, this last time that SM did this class about, you know, the weekly high, weekly low, and da. I was just, oh my God, it was so amazing. So I've been doing things like, you know, I've just kept, you know, picked a couple pairs, right? I'm like, okay, this is what it is, this is what it is. And then it comes to the point where you're like, oh shit, now what? I'm stuck. So anyway, so I think this is if we can do that, that's gonna be so amazing.
We've definitely heard you, and we as a team, we're gonna get together and figure out something, okay?
Amazing, amazing.
All right.
I appreciate, you know what, you guys, you have no idea how much I appreciate every single little tiny hint of help is amazing.
It's our pleasure. And we
Yeah.
thank you guys for being us without you. So thank you guys. We appreciate we wouldn't have a way to teach if y'all weren't interested in learning. So we appreciate you guys too. But all right, guys. Anything else? If not, we'll close it out, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And if Sam he has anything posted, I'm sure he'll post it in the chat. But if not, I don't. As of right now, I don't think so.
So tomorrow, what time is it? Like the same time that was supposed to be today, but it's tomorrow, like
Yes.
4
yes.
a.m. my time?
No, 4 p.m. EST. I don't know what time that would be for you.
That will be 5 a.m.
Okay.
my time. Well, that's not too bad.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you tomorrow then.
Let me then really right time, like I'm gonna put up my alarm clock.
Awesome. Well, all right, guys. We will talk to you guys later, and have an awesome weekend.
Okay, great.
You're welcome.
Lovely to hear from everyone. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
Bridget,
Yes. Oh, yes.
listen that.
Yes.
You know what?
since you posted the homework, I'll do the homework. Don't worry about it.
Awesome,
Okay.
awesome, awesome. I was just about to let you guys know. Okay. So
Thank you. I appreciate that. Is
Sandra
this
did it.
session going to be posted?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I believe
Because
so. Yeah.
it was great. Thank you
Glad you
for the
guys.
breakdown.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. Our pleasure. Well, all right, guys. Well, we'll see you guys later. And I'll post in the chat. Thank you, Sandra, for creating the quiz for the homework. And I'll post I'll post it. You know, you guys have it available. And we'll start to do reviews on. You know, if you can go to the next milestone. I think Sadiq. I think he's already gone though. But
Yeah.
yes, I will start working on the other one for the next milestone. So I don't have to, yeah. Okay, but thank you guys, and I'll see
Thank
you guys.
you.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Bridget.
You're welcome. See ya.